Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we have a top 5 list for the best 5 cars in GTA 5 story mode. In my opinion, we are going to be going over their prices, different modifications you could use for them, and the colorways, and on top of that, some benefits of each car. Before we get into this video, if you guys are new, feel free to hit that subscribe button and turn on that post notification bell so that you are notified when I drop videos and go live. And if you guys do enjoy this video and want to help support the channel, feel free to hit that like on this video. It really does help me out and I really do appreciate it. With that being said, let's get into these top 5 cars. Quickly before we get into our top 5, I would like to point out an honorable mention. It is the Zentorno. You could buy it for $725,000 off the Legendary Motorsports website. It is a supercar. Now, the reason why it's on this list is because of its design, and the reason why it is the honorable mention and not a top 5 is also its design. While it is very Lamborghini-esque and a beautiful car, I think there's a little too much going on with it, but I do think it's beautiful and a lot of people in the community do love it. It is also a very affordable supercar compared to the other ones. Number 5 on the list is going to be the Massacro. You could buy it for $385,000 off of the Southern San Andreas website. This is an amazing car. It's a race car version, so there's going to be detailing on it. On this car, modification-wise, we have the carbon race splitter, we have the race rear diffuser, race wing vents, race vented hood, so a lot of race modifications, of course. We have the full red neon light layout as well for this car. The metallic color that we chose was the frost white paint. We added race carbon side skirts, a GT wing for the spoiler, the Cheetah RR rims in red, and some red tire smoke on top of that. Now, the thing I love about this car is just the aesthetics of it, and you will see in a second, it's amazing to drive. Now, the white and red contrast is amazing. Some people don't like the detailing. There's a non-race version that you could always purchase, but I think it just sort of adds to the car, especially when you have the spoiler and everything else added onto it. Now, like I said, this car is amazing to drive, so the handling is great, the acceleration is great, good speed, and I think the main thing that put this car in number 5 on this list, one, I do enjoy the car, I do like the car, I like the way it drives, but it's also only $385,000 compared to the other cars on this list, which you will see. It is extremely cheap. It is something that you could buy earlier on in the game, and it overall is a beautiful car with great stats. So as you can see here, I got this from GTAbase.com. You could go check them out if you're interested. No sponsorship, just shouting them out. The vehicle stats for this car overall is around the middle point of this video for the cars in this video. You could see the acceleration is its best quality, but the speed and the handling are just up there as well. For online and offline cars, this is one of my favorite. I think it's just great. This is very close to the Zentorno, but I decided to go with this one. In the number 4 spot is going to be the Adder, the OG boss man car, boss woman car. It comes in at a whopping $1 million on the Legendary Motorsports website. For the modifications for the Adder, it is not very modifiable, or customizable rather, but we did have electric blue neon layouts underneath the car. We added a matte black for the primary color and then ultra blue for the secondary color to give it some pop. And then to match those ultra blue secondary colors, we got the Super G rims in fluorescent blue with blue tire smoke. I love the aesthetics of this car, and I think you guys will love it too. Now, as you can see, this thing looks like an absolute monster. The blue, if we were to go all black, it would be like a Batmobile, but I think the blue beautifully contrasts the very dark, of course, matte black of the car. Now, the two main reasons for this car being in this top 5 list is, one, it's the OG, and two, it's based off of the Bugatti Veyron. As you can see here, its speed is its best attribute, which is 100% correct. It's not meant to be, accelerating, zipping around all the place everywhere, but the top speed on this car is insane. It is an absolute tank, as you can see, weighs a lot, has a great top speed, and overall is a beautiful car. If you guys are interested in just finding a great supercar that's based off of a cool car in real life and are willing to splash some cash on it, like I said, it's $1 million with all the upgrades, much more than that. But it is an OG, one of my favorite cars in real life, one of my favorite cars in the game. That is why it came in at number 4 on this list. Coming in at number 3 is going to be the Osiris. $1.95 million, almost 2 times the price of the Adder. Yes, I said, man, the price of the Adder is pretty pricey. That doesn't make sense. The Adder is pretty pricey. This one's even more so, 2 times the price. The modifications we had for the Osiris was, of course, all the performance upgrades like the rest of the cars. We have the carbon street splitter, race rear diffuser, chrome tip exhaust as well. We had golden shower neon layout underneath the car all around it. We have the metallic formula red with orange pearlescent to give it that nice shine match the neon layout beneath it. We added carbon skirts, a GT wing, which I think looks amazing on this car, Super G rims in red, and red tire smoke. The mods on this car look amazing in my opinion. It is menacing, it is beautiful, it is a incredible creation. Now, as you can see in the light, looks great. You get some of that tint of orange coming out of that paint with that great, or matching that great neon underglow. This car is beautiful, and what you're going to notice here is it has something special. Only 2 cars on this list has this kind of thing. It has the gullwing doors, so they do open up. You see Teslas have it. This is based off of the Pagani, or one of the Paganis in real life. I believe it has the exact same style of opening the doors. But this car is amazing. As you can see, it is fast, great handling, even though I can't drive, great handling, and there was plenty of mods for this car. It is meant to be a true super / hypercar in this game. You can see the stats, some of the best stats out there. Overall is amazing. Acceleration is its best attribute, but speed is right behind it, and its handling is very good as well. This car all around is amazing. I really do enjoy it. Like I said, though, it is quite pricey, so if you have the money, I would highly suggest you buying it. If you don't, it's something you could wait for, but it is an amazing car, and the reason why it's number 3 is simply the aesthetics and the drivability of this amazing supercar. Coming in at number 2 is another OG. It is the Entity XF, coming in at $795,000 as a supercar off the Legendary Motorsports website. This is one of the original cars that was in the games from the very beginning, and in my opinion is just as good and competes with all the other cars in the game, many years later. The modifications we added for it was, of course, all the performance, but we also did side vents. We added custom and front and rear bumpers to add more of a body kit to it. We have the triple exit exhaust, electric blue full neon layouts underneath the car. We have the ultra blue metallic paint job with an ice white pearlescent to make it shine in the sun. We have carbon skirts and wing as well. We also got the carbon solar rims in fluorescent blue, which gives it a tint of extra blue, and then blue tire smoke to finish it off. This car, once again, is a masterpiece. As you can see in the sunlight, that ice white pearlescent pops. A little tip for anybody who wants to get a little bit more of a pop on their color, especially bright colors in the sun. You add that ice white or frost white pearlescent, and it just enhances its beauty. As you can see, this car, like I said, is one of the OGs. Overall, it is a very good car, and what I mean by that is it is very well rounded in every category, and on top of that, it has a beautiful design. This car's been around since the very beginning. Like I said, it competes with all the new cars that have come out as well. That's why it's number 2 on the list and not even on the list, if that makes sense. So, beautiful car, great traction, great handling, amazing speed, insane acceleration, and it's relatively cheap. 1 and 2 you can buy earlier on in the story mode process. So you can see here the stats for this car are quite impressive. The speed, the acceleration, and the handling are all almost exactly the same, which is why I said it's a very good all-round car. It is very amazing I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. It's a beautiful car. Great speed, good acceleration, great handling. It is very fun to drive. It looks very good, and I think the modifications and the color I chose for it is just absolutely beautiful. Finally, number 1 on the list is the Progen T20, most expensive car, $2.2 million, another supercar off of the Legendary Motorsports website. One of my favorites. The modifications is all performance, of course. Carbon race splitter, race exhaust, double vented hood. We got the lime green neon layout underneath. We have the metallic lime green paint job with an ice white pearlescent once again. We got the roof scoop. We got the Cheetah Carbon R rims in lime green and the green tire smoke. This thing is the Green Goblin, one of my favorites. Lots of people talk about in my comments. They love this paint colorway, and I love it on this car. Now, in the night, you could see here, it looks like an absolute menacing monster. Like I said, the true Green Goblin, what I like to call it. But in the daylight, it pops and it shines because of that ice white pearlescent. Like I said, any bright color added on. Ice white pearlescent makes the car look better. But the reasons why I love this car is it is one of the best performing cars, hands down. You can see here, acceleration is its best attribute. There also is that little wing. The spoiler actually comes out of the car, just like the McLaren P1 in real life, which is what this car is based off of. Overall, beautiful car, great speed, of course, great acceleration, great handling. It is the priciest car at $2.2 million, so you need more money for this. I highly suggest checking out my stock market methods or my money making methods on my channel. You'll have way more money than what's required to buy this car and modify it. So check those out if you would like more money on this game. But this car is my favorite. It is the most fun to drive, and I just think it's the coolest. It has that spoiler that comes up. You can see it here. That's just so cool to me. And it's based off of an amazing car in real life. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Top 5 GTA 5 offline or story mode cars. Number 1 is the Progen T20. Amazing car. Thank you all for watching. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please drop a like. If you're new, subscribe and let me know what videos you want to see in the future. Peace.